Hello everyone, this is Todd Day again. We are out in the big South Fork again in Tennessee. It's been a while since we got to get out, made it through winter, and it's our first real spring trip for the year. We have decided to not necessarily backpack this trip, but actually stay at Bandy Creek Campground, enjoy a little bit of the facilities there, but then just do a whole bunch of smaller hikes that we've been wanting to get into. So today we are starting at the O&W, I think it used to be the railroad, but they've now changed this to a road. We're going to do Jake's Falls up to the Needle's Eye, or Eye of the Needle, something like that, to see some of these great formations. We're over the Cumberland River right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually standing on the bridge itself here, which is a wooden bridge with a little bit of concrete. So it's kind of a little sketchy when you're going across it in a truck especially, but this is a gorgeous area we've already been in. So stay tuned for the trip. We'll try to video as we go and show you all the fun things that are out here. It's supposed to be a really good little 6-mile loop, but we'll see. We're packing lighter packs today, but we're still got plenty of stuff just in case an accident happens while we're out here. But stay tuned. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great weekend, and we should have a lot of good video footage overall. So we made it to Jake's Fall. It's not much of a waterfall, really. It's just a really pretty. Let's just turn you around. Really pretty creek here, basically. It's probably a waterfall, but it's probably more like up under the rock in there. So there's this huge rock. Splits, and in the center is where that water is running down. Gorgeous area, absolutely gorgeous area. But yeah, see if I can get out of here without falling. But yeah, so this is a pretty strenuous loop if you're not much of a hiker, especially it is. It's about 600 foot, close to it, of elevation gain, supposedly. Really cool rock structures in here and stuff. So like, get you flipped around. That guy. Really beautiful boulders. But this is the type of stuff we're walking up. Let's see if it give you an idea. So I said it's registered as a strenuous trail. If you didn't have a pack on, I don't think it'd be too bad. Packs on, this is a little different story. It gets a little more hairier, but overall, it's a pretty cool little trail so far. So basically, we're gonna go on up here till we get to the ridge, and then we'll walk the ridge back across. I think we see the Devil's Den, and then the Needle's Eye. So yeah, next time we see something cool, we'll let you know. We're on the John Muir Trail, though. This is what this part is. Section of that trail. Plenty of water, obviously. All kinds of water. Stay tuned, guys. Ah, so I was wrong. I thought that was Jake's Falls back there. It's not. Here's Jake's Fall. Now I understand why they call it a waterfall. How are we going to get to it? Let's see. Flip you around so at least you can see it. There we go. Gorgeous. We'll walk around this big rock here and see what we can find. So this is why we're walking by here. Is that true? Yeah, John Muir. Beautiful little section. Absolutely beautiful section. So there are several creek crossings from the map that I downloaded the other night, and then looking at Guide GPS, there's quite a few different creek crossings, but it did rain really hard yesterday. Today is actually April the 30th, 2021. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Absolute gorgeous waterfall. That's pretty awesome. I mean, like, it's one of the better waterfalls I've ever seen here in Big South Fork, honestly. You got Yahoo Falls over in the Kentucky side. That's just a little narrow stream. Well, you know, it's like 70, 80 foot tall, but like, that's pretty. That is super nice. Little cave to go back in behind there and kind of walk around if you want to get cooled off in the summer. Coming through the two boulders up there. Let's get you 10. There we go. Two boulders up there. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, stay tuned now, because that was a lot better than the little hole in the ground I showed you back there. So we have reached another awesome feature. I think this is actually Devil's Den, I believe. It's a huge cave system here. Not system, but cave. That I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be where the Native Americans in the beginning years of America resided a lot. Apparently during drier times, that's for sure. So, huge cave system here, or cave, I keep saying system. I'll flip you around so you can see here. Really far back in here. It's like an amphitheater type setting. I mean, like you could play some serious music in here. Just to get a look at this. I'm trying to give you a grand idea of how deep this thing is. This is incredible.
Hello. Somebody threw something up there at the top.
Of course they do. People are idiots. You can't just leave good nature alone. So, you're standing on the far back wall looking back out. Like, this would be incredible if there's a storm outside. You on the high side of this. You couldn't get down here because obviously it's raining into it. I guess coming off that bank coming in. But this is incredible. So I can hear it's not really that loud. But I think if you're outside, we're probably going to sound incredible out there. So let me go out there. Let you talk and see how it sounds from outside. It's really neat. Go ahead.
Hello.
Pretty awesome, actually.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's really loud.
Beautiful day.
Way louder out here than it is when you was in there talking to me. So yeah, 2 cool features already within the first mile and a half-ish. No, half mile. There we go. Half mile and 2 features. That's pretty good. All right, stay tuned. I'm going to look around. Off video. Here we are again. Made on top of the ridge a little while ago. Been walking a little bit, trying to cover some ground. Made it through the section where it turns off to Jake's Hole Overlook. It's supposed to be a big, giant, deep spot in the river, I believe. We're going to go check it out, but we're going to not do the overlook. We're actually going to walk down the river to it once we get back to the truck later. But yeah, we come back this down the hill on towards Needle's Eye. And there's horses on here. They're not supposed to be, but a really beautiful little creek running off the mountain. So it's be going north will be going that way. So that's actually heading north off the mountainside here. So that's pretty neat that they have that creek is here. This is going to give you an idea what we're walking up though. It's really neat. Gorgeous scenery so far. I mean, like for a lot of the places we've saw here in Big South Fork already over the last year, this is probably one of the neatest ones we've been through. Tomorrow we're going to hit Honey Creek. You can actually get to Honey Creek from here. Like I said, this is part of the John Muir Trail. Semi-Chautauqua. So Honey Creek would actually we'd keep on trucking while we were, actually we would turn left back there and then keep on going from there. You can get there from this direction too, but it's you're adding on a couple miles just to go over, kind of basically see this little section. But like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff to see. This is a short little hike. Like I said, it's about 6-ish if you do the whole loop. Probably 3 to 4, I guess, if you don't do the full loop. We don't know what we're doing yet. We're just going to enjoy ourselves and see as much stuff as we can see in here. Today I'm actually trying out some of my new trekking posts. These are the Trail Buddies. I got them off Amazon for like 30 bucks. Set of 2. They have the clamps instead of the screw-in system. I hate the screw-in system, at least the cheapo ones I had before. These are pretty nice. Cork handles, really nice grip. So far they're awesome. First real hike with them, and they're doing well. So like I said, this is a little bit of a technical trail, but really, really neat, really beautiful area. Definitely recommend coming to this if you're down here. It's very unused by hikers. It's more horse related somehow. There's a lot of horse camps around this area, Big South Fork. But again, they're not supposed to be on this trail. But whatever. All right, so we finally made it into the Needle's Eye. Now, we got a little bit lost because we thought we had walked past it. It was actually on top of it. So when you come down the trail to this place, you're actually on top of it up there on the mountain. You come around the edge and you get to this gorgeous looking thing. This is a really used horse trail. So there's folks above us right now, I guess, going to walk down here. I guess they are, to check this thing out. Wow, that's neat.
How did he get down there?
You got to go to behind you and crawl into this rock, or jump down, whatever.
Here is a flashlight.
What for? What do you need a flashlight for? We're just going under these. Here, I'll go. I can see everything.
That ladder is down there.
Yeah, it'll be safe. Tremendous breeze blowing through here.
It's not good on the glutes.
It's great on the glutes.
Wow, feel the air in here.
There's a really steady breeze blowing through here. Yeah, that's pretty good on the bridge. A little ladder you got to climb down to get through. So, here we go.
It doesn't look too sturdy.
Oh, it's sturdy. It's just a long day on the way down. Do you want to? Well, I guess you're seeing your pocket.
You want to go down there to the end so they can see what it looks like off the depth of it?
All right, so check this out. This is below the ladder. Okay, so you can actually see pretty good compared to what I could with my naked eye. Check this out. This is like a whole little like nook and cranny cave system in here. It's like a little sitting area. Super cool. Really, really neat. So like I said, guys, this is the Needle's Eye here at Big South Fork. It is approximately 2.5 miles in, technically, if you take the shortcut trail. Not doing a big loop that a lot of the websites out there have got published. It's not necessary. I mean, there's a little more climb involved. It's 731 foot of climb doing it this way to get here. But, I mean, it was totally worth it because, I mean, this is incredible. Look at there's the whole idea of the eye of the Needle's Eye. So, like, look at this. This is why I think they call it that. This is pretty neat. Look at the crack and how it goes all the way down like a needle would, and then there's the eye. That's pretty sweet. I like that. But anyways, we're gonna check this place out a little bit more without the camera on because I want to see everything, and then we'll get back to you a little while later. Like I said, that is pretty cool though. That's pretty awesome, to be honest. All right, so we have went back out from the Needle's Eye and decided to take one of the trails that we found online that people was recommending. It's actually one of the trails that horses are not allowed on, so, well, they're not supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure they have been anyways. But anyways, it is primarily foot traffic, it seems. This will here to give us that 6 miles that we was talking about by the time we get done. So it's really pretty so far. There's a little bit of waterfall back there we just went by. Would say nothing like jaw-dropping like Jake's Falls was. But we're gonna loop back down to the road, walk the road back down to where we parked the truck, and then potentially lose the packs and walk down to Jake's hole that I was talking about earlier. Just kind of see it if we can get there. There may not be no way we can actually get there without getting wet in the river. So we will kind of see what we can do, and then obviously I'll show you. But as of right now, we just got a single track here we're walking on. People don't follow the rules very well, and they're bringing their horses in and stuff. So yeah, it still makes it a little bit rough. Like I say, if you're a horse rider watching this, I understand you want to ride your horse and stuff, but understand too that us people walking around on 2 legs, it makes it really hard because of all the nastiness and places that we have to try not to roll our ankles and all that stuff. So just try to keep that in mind a little bit. Like when there says no horses, please keep no horses. I mean, we can walk all day long, it doesn't bother your horse riding, but your horse riding does finally get to our walking. Just a friendly request, let's call it that, a friendly request. But yeah, so this is what we're walking down through here. Basically just following this creek all the way down to the road, the O&W Railroad Trail, I guess is what it's called, something like that. And then we will hike it back down to the truck, to the bridge, and go from there. Stay tuned for more. All right, so we have made it down to the road. This is back at the O&W Railroad Trail roadway, what do you want to call it. That was pretty rocky, to be honest. It was all downhill, steep, really washed out. Like there was a lot of rocks and trees and stuff like that in the way, but it was a straight shot off the hill as far as that goes, really. You come right off next to the Needle's Eye, and like I said, let's go right back down to the trailhead where we started at, where we parked our truck. So we get to walk down this gorgeous road in this super nice little holler next to the river. The river is gorgeous today. I mean, like, get my finger out of the way. You kind of make it out down there through the trees. Absolutely gorgeous. Huge river. I mean, you just don't realize how big it is until you get like down here where it widens out and the water slows down. I don't know if up this road where we parked the truck at the bridge, everything we had seen through there had been really fast moving water, like rapid type stuff. So it's nice to actually see it big like that. Probably some really good fishing in there, I bet. And apparently, as long as you have a Kentucky fishing license, you can still fish that because it's the Cumberland River. I didn't know that until I was reading on it, but hey, I've got my Kentucky fishing license. But anyways, we're going to finish off this walk if I can hold you still long enough. We got about a mile left, I think, to get back down to the truck. And then we're going to see about going to Jake's Hole or some other place. We want to do Twin Arches today, which is a really short there and back hike if you only do it. But it's got a good 4-mile loop that you can go around a homestead and Cherry Creek Lodge and all that. I was hoping to get that in today, but I'm afraid time might cut us short on that idea. We'll have to see. But stay tuned. Like I said, this is day 1. We got tomorrow, and we got stuff to do at camp tonight. And we got a lot more to do in this video. Take care. See you soon. We are back at the O&W Railroad Bridge. The old bridge that's there. We just parked on the other side. That's where the trailhead is over there, actually. But we decided to have us a little lunch break. Early dinner break, we would call it the Rapids. The O&W Rapids here. It is amazing how powerful that is. That's just insane. Like just seeing how much water is literally just right there in this pinch off point between the two rocks. It's amazing. But anyways, we're going to enjoy a little bit of vehicle just drove over the bridge. We're just going to enjoy a little bit of a beef taco MRE. Menu 6 beef taco MRE. Supposedly it's really good, so we're going to find out. We're going to split it because we don't need a whole lot of calories. We're going to be able to eat a pretty good dinner after a while. So just enough to get us through the next little bit of hiking we're going to do. We're going to enjoy this though, and I may do a few little clips of that. We'll see. But anyways, here we go. A little bit of food, and then we're back to more. All right, so here's the finished product. The beef taco has the beef taco filling, Santa Fe rice and beans, squirt cheese, like processed cheese, and then some coffee and like an orange tang drink. This stuff is excellent. Like, this stuff is good. Good amount of sodium, really good little spicy little kick to it whenever you swallow. That's excellent, excellent. And you also get a nut and raisin M&M mix too, which is really good. But we're gonna finish this up, try to get one more hike in. So we'll see you soon in a little bit. So we are at the East Rim Overlook right now. Just decided to run up here real fast. It's supposed to be Devil's Slots. I don't know if that means the water down there. I got to look into it, and I'll hopefully have the answer in the description or later on in the video. But just kind of wanted to see what it was like looking over this. But this is incredible. I mean, like, you're right over the edge, like literally on this wooden porch, overlooking the river. And then they have this really neat. So for anybody's colorblind, they have this binocular system that actually lets you sort of see red green colors. That's pretty neat. I looked through it and it's quite interesting. It would be cool if I could actually get you out to be able to see, wouldn't it? It'd be incredible, actually. It'd be an A for like the best videographer in the world. I don't think it's going to work though. But yeah, so this is incredible. Like I said, there's so many little hikes you can do down here, guys. There's not like you got to get out here and do a full-on backpacking trip. You can spend time at just each one of these little spots and have a good time. Again, not kill yourself. That's our goal. We wanted to just kind of chill this trip, not kill ourselves. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna head on to camp here shortly if we don't find another place to pull over somewhere and do another one of these kind of grand views. All right, so this is obviously a little different than the first 75% or so of this video. My wife and I got to the campground that night after we went to the Rim Overlook. Got everything set up, had our dinner, had some smoked brats and some chili and some s'mores, and had our showers and was just getting relaxed when we get a phone call from my parents, who was keeping my children, letting us know that the youngest one was vomiting out of nowhere. So needless to say, 17 vomits later and a 3-hour drive later, we arrive at the local emergency room. I guess she's had a really bad case of the stomach virus that's going around. They gave her some Zofran and some Pedialyte. Tell my wife it's the most expensive Pedialyte we've ever bought before. But it's now Sunday, so that was Friday. It's Sunday. Yesterday was just kind of a recovery day for all of us, honestly. We went like 22 hours, my wife and I did, without sleeping. So we didn't get home to 5 a.m. that morning. So today is Sunday. I'm out doing my long run for the week. I'm training up for the Warhammer. And I'm doing a kind of a little bit of a recovery walk in the middle here. Approximately 11 and a half miles in to a 20-mile run. So I'm just doing a little recovery walk to kind of get the juices flowing in me again here. I'm doing a lot of heart rate training, following the MAF method. I'm going brain dead on what it stands for, but basically your appropriate aerobic function. So I think it's maximum aerobic function theory. And it's actually helping quite a bit. Like, I'm able to run without feeling like my legs are going to lock up, especially with cramps. That's the biggest thing with running for me, is I get cramps like crazy, but it's because I was running at like 80 to 90% of my maximum heart rate. Maximum heart rate at that time being 220 minus your age. So with this method, it's 180 minus your age, and then there's a few other criteria you throw in there. So like, I've been trying to keep my heart rate somewhere between 135 and 150. Give myself like a 15 beat per minute range. And actually, my running has gotten easier, like recovery wise is easier. I still got some foot issues going on my right foot, which I'm feeling a little bit right now. I notice it worse when I start being really rigid in my foot and not letting my foot just kind of fall naturally. And being a physical therapist, it's just natural for me to want to start trying to control my foot and think about the arch and all that stuff. But if I don't think about it, I just walk. It's not that bad. So like, I don't think it's plantar fasciitis. I think it's actually my flexor muscle for my big toe, because I've dry needled it already, and it helped tremendously. I think I just need to do it again, and it'll be fine. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Needless to say, it obviously killed out our little mini vacation. All the stuff there with our child, but what can you do? Make the best of it and go on. We had a great day. Just kind of a little recap. We obviously went through, saw Devil's Den, Jake's Falls, the Needle's Eye. We kind of had our lunch at the O&W Railroad Bridge, and then we went to the East Rim Overlook to see all the beautifulness there. I guess that's the biggest stuff we ended up doing. It was a great trip. We missed out on Honey Creek, missed out on actually getting to sleep in our tent and all that good stuff. But like I said, I'm training up for Warhammer, which is in June. So my plan basically is to focus from here on out on all my running. Every weekend's got to be spent doing a run. At least, Saturday or Sunday one. A long run. And then from there, Once the run's over with in June, I go on vacation. And after vacation, I plan on taking a break from the hard, intense training and just stick with like half marathon runs. And that basically be it for a little while. I was going to go ahead and try to train for a 50 miler, but I want to give that some time, let my body heal up. I've kind of pushed myself a lot faster than what I should be pushing myself to get this 50K under my belt to be considered an ultra marathoner. But like I say, I'm down to about 237 now on my weight from like the 270-ish when I started. What is this, 4 months ago? So obviously I'm making good progress with weight and whatnot, but that's still a huge factor in my running capabilities. And like I said, I need to kind of give myself another year, I think, before I jump into something crazy like a 50-mile race. Maybe get a few 50Ks under my belt first. More long endurance runs. You know, the thought process of running for 12, 24 hours is incredible. And so I'd like to kind of see how that would do, potentially. We'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed some of the video. Sorry I kind of rambled on here, but like I said, I'm out running. I do try to do some trail running videos. It's a little bit harder for me when I'm doing these long runs like this, and I'm actually watching my pace and watching my heart rate and stuff, you know, training for it with a purpose. So I don't do a whole lot of them. But hopefully once this race is over with, I'll do more. Kind of show y'all some of my areas I run. Maybe do some videos on methodology that you could put into your life with hiking or running. And maybe even touch nutrition a little bit. I think it'd be fun. Kind of branch out a little bit on the channel. Again, this is an outdoor channel. That's what we're here for. We're slowly developing a very, very small farm at our property, and hopefully someday we can expand and buy a new place in the next couple years at least. Actual farm itself. Oh, rooster crowing. Didn't know there was anybody around this close for a rooster. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video down the road. Like I said, there will be more, especially once this race is over with. There'll be way more camping stuff coming out as well, backpacking related videos, so stay tuned for that. Have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please do not forget to subscribe if you're interested in any of this kind of stuff. Ask questions as much as you want in the comments. Glad to answer those questions. Again, that's what makes this stuff fun, is being able to share with you my adventures and be able to communicate openly with all of you. Right now it's just one way if I'm talking to you, but if you're commenting, that type of thing, then it's a two-way conversation at that point. But anyways, take care of yourselves, and until next time.